morning, guys. We've probably picked the worst weather weekend to be away, but we are off exploring. We found a little garden centre that we're going to pop along to, have a little nosy around there because we need some plants for the front garden and also maybe pick up some other bits and bobs for other areas of the garden. Then I think we're going to have a little pop around a small town, just to have a little wander with the dog, but it is pretty rainy. We're hoping by the time that we've had a drink and a little bit of a nosy indoors that the weather will be a little bit brighter. I've also got my new lens on my camera which arrived that I was telling you about in a previous video, and I quite like what I see so far. It does make the camera a little bit heavier, but it does save my arm overall. So we'll have a look at the footage on the computer and see if we're going to keep the new bit of tech. Oh, I think we're here. At least we can get a hot drink for all the rain.
No, you remind me of my G, little mama. Beep, beep, little mama. Beep, beep, little mama. Pull up on your bumper like I'm in the street, little mama. Beep, beep, little mama. Beep, beep, little mama. My steez, these hoes love that. We know, like playing 2K, it's on Chico. So fly, we go everywhere we go. Got these three hoes over this. No, you remind me of my G.
That's a 60cm spread, that one. I think it's too silvery.
Could be, yeah.
We pulling up to the club and I seen this cutest guy. What's up? Now I got it dancing up on me.
First beat.
Gotta lick the flow and that thing something like, ooh, don't hate me, bro. If the baddest shit could be in the club, choose a needle, right? That's just how it be.
They look like they've got nice planters for either side of the step there. Quite like these ones as well, with a little... Oh, look at those.
Yeah, they're quite very different now, aren't they?
I don't think they'd go for what we want it for, but these ones are nice. These are lovely. These go with the square tray that we've got. Too small though.
Yeah, a bit on the small side.
We've got the heritage one.
Yeah, that's the type I was thinking.
Yeah, I like them. But
Just depends if you want something different, contrasting with the front.
I like them, but I don't feel hugely heritage-y.
How'd you spell that?
Heritage-y. I just think we've gone down a road that we should probably keep in theme to, rather than going off on a complete tangent.
I'm in the street, little mama. Beep, beep, little mama. Beep, beep, little mama. I see these hoes. I already told you, baby girl, let me wake you up just like some hoes. Take it off.
Remember we were looking for big pots and I couldn't find one big enough? You could actually move in and make home with that one.
You can have a bath in that. Never mind.
So thick and you look just like Doja. So what's up with the kitty cat? Baby girl, cut the chitter chat. Baby girl, I'll bring it, yeah. And I'm tryna be where you at right now. Now, pop up in my way, in my way. Matter of fact, I'm kinda tipsy, shorty. We can ride slow. We could take that Uber or a Lyft, Either way, we get into it when we step in my door. Hold up.
How unbelievably cute are these? Look at the little house. That one's definitely a good one.
Beep, little mama, pull up on your bumper like I'm in the street, little mama. Beep, beep, little mama. Beep, beep, little mama. No, you remind me of my G, little mama.
Well, that was fun. We're back in the car, slightly windswept. It was nice looking around. Eye-wateringly expensive, so I'm glad that's not our local nursery. We did find the name of the plant that we're after for an area of the front, so that was a win. And we keep calling it the council plant because we keep seeing it in the areas where the council plant shrubbery that's really hard wearing and easy to look after. So we keep saying we need the council plant. And then nobody knows what we mean.
People think we're nuts.
It's a street plant. We're sticking to our roots. Go on then. Go on then, let's go and explore in more wind and rain.
Well, hi. You ready?
Of course you are. Well, it's finally stopped raining, and also it feels a couple of degrees warmer here, which is good because I've just realised that I can't fasten this coat anymore because I'm getting too big. And one thing I love about leaving a city or a busy area is when you find free parking on a Sunday.
Massive, puts a smile on my face, that one. Love it.
That's lunch paid for almost.
Yeah, exactly. Taking a quarter off your dinner. To reply to.
Well, this is pretty tame for what Darren normally goes for, but they had a limited menu today and didn't fancy a roast. He wanted the fish and chips, but they'd sold out of that. So we've got really big chunky chips and a moderate burger for Darren. Pick a chip up.
Take more on holiday.
I will.
So one thing you know.
Just stopping to pick up some brownies, and they all look so good we can't decide. I think there's more inside as well. Just going to see if the dog can come in.
To the jam, the girl up in the air, and I'm tryna be where you at right now. Now, hop up in my way, Matter of fact, I'm kinda tipsy, short up, we get ride slow. We could take that Uber or a Lyft. Either way, we get to it.
We have a winner. Darren's gone for a cookie topped brownie, which looks lovely.
Pull up on your bumper like I'm in the street, little mama, beep, beep, little. You know you remind me of my Jeep, little mama, beep, beep, little mama.
Just had to wait for Darren to reverse the car because even though there was adequate space between us and the car next to us, I still couldn't fit. So I feel like I've got, was it a brookie? Yeah, brookie all in my teeth. We just shared the sweet treat that we'd bought from that really cute little shop, and the lady was lovely. And now the baby has decided it's going to have a disco in my tummy. It definitely woke her up. She likes it. Banana she likes as well. I think it's the sugar. Popped into Tesco on the way home, and honestly they just have no food in whatsoever, so we just picked up some absolute essentials. Darren's still hungry, of course, so we'll have to pop and do a proper food shop somewhere, maybe on another day. And look at this one. Yes, you. Ooh, good boy. This was such a winner that I made with you guys on my last vlog. I thought I'd make it again because it was just absolutely delicious. So I'm going to pop that on, and then I'm going to go and run some errands and get cracking. I can't believe we've cooked dinner and it's still daylight after getting a ton of work done as well. So Darren wanted fish and chips when we went to the pub. He couldn't get it, so we've made sure that he's got a fish dinner tonight. He's got smashed jackets with mustard and jalapeno mash. And he has some garlic bread on the side. I wanted a picky dinner, so I had this and some bread. I just need to pop some butter on, and also some dessert. I'm looking forward to tucking into this. Good morning, everyone. Goodness me, it is so sunny today. Not that I'm complaining, still a little bit chilly. Last night was a worky one. I got lots of stuff done, which always makes me feel really good. I'm just getting Earl out around the park, and then Darren's gonna give him a bath. I normally bath him, but I can't lean over the bath now. So Darren is gonna bath the dog, and then we're gonna head out for a nice coffee and a little bit of family time. And then it's time for our growth scan. So it's the last one that we've got on schedule for this pregnancy, unless they need to check me again for some reason. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing how the little one's doing and just having a really nice day. think my horn's back down. Oh, that was such an amazing scan again. Ah, she's doing a really good job in there. She's kind of tracking the line perfectly still. So we've just been talking about options because I'm an older mum and they champion considering induction because of quality of placenta when you go over 40 weeks. So we've just been having a little chat about that and where I feel I'm at with some of my decisions in terms of timing. So that was really good to have a good chat, and I know that I can read a little bit more about things and go into matters fully informed. But yeah, we feel like she's coming. We've just gone 2.5, 3 weeks maybe. I'm not ready. I'm excited but not ready, I'll keep saying that. But yeah, amazing scan. Really, really fortunate to not have anything to be concerned about, and we're always grateful for that every time we go for an appointment. And it's just really nice to see her on the scan screen and get all the little measurements and things. We're just laughing at how excited I am for this dinner. I've been thinking about it all morning. Darren's gone for his normal medley of cheesy, mincy, hammy, eggy pancakes and chocolate and peanut butter over there.
Really big switch.
Babies like that. That is my hair did. Oh, I don't think you can see it. Oh. Here I am. Oh, I feel so much better. I don't normally like going to the hairdressers because it involves sitting still for long periods of time and it's just not my thing, but I do feel so much nicer after having somebody just look after me a little bit and kind of sort my hair out. So I'm hoping to get all of my girly jobs done before baby arrives, so then I front run everything and I then don't have to wonder what I do with baby and how long appointments will be and things. So yeah, I'm feeling really good after that. I've had a few deliveries as well whilst I've been out, mostly housey DIY type things, but I picked up a baby car mirror just in case I can't get in the back when I've just given birth and I can still keep an eye on her from the front. We've got the 3-door sports Range Rover, so it doesn't have 5 doors for us to get in the back very easily. If I'm sore, it means I can sit in the front and I can still see her for the short journey home. I've also got some balloons for baby shower and also maybe as a little bit of a coming home display. And a couple of things have turned up for the little photo shoot that I'll be doing before baby comes. I'm just gonna get a few maternity snaps and see if I can get some nice pictures. I might have mentioned this to you before, but I'm moving on to using this eye serum because the one that I'm currently using has just got to the end. I've also just dug this out because the gentleman who did my hair recommended that I put some oil through the ends just to keep the condition a little bit better. He also recommended some other things as well, but I had that already, so I've dug that out so that I can start using it and take better care of my hair. So I think I'm gonna make a quick brew and then we can have a quick chat about the birth plan that I've just been working on. When I say brew, I mean hot Ribena. Very adult drink that I'm into these days. I'm back sat on the floor again. I've got 2 little robins that come in the garden, so I don't actually mind when it's a nice day. It's quite nice sitting here to chat to you guys. Oh, I made that far too strong. So, birthing plan. I had no idea that there were so many facets to planning birth, and I think having too rigid a template can be quite stressful because quite often things don't go to plan when you're giving birth. So I feel like it's important for me to understand what the options are, know the kind of terminology so that I can understand quickly and just make quick decisions and get on with things. And it's good to have a little template if you're that sort of person who just wants to pass over a piece of paper and the midwives can try and honour what you think you'd like as closely as possible and then communicate with you any changes they think might need to happen along the way, just so that they're aware of the type of birth that you're ideally aiming for. But it's also really important to remain flexible as well so that it's not stressful. So I've made a general note that I'm really looking forward to labour. I'm so excited for it and I'm really pleased that that's my sort of natural attitude towards it, and I don't feel very fearful, although I know that that might change. I've opted for a hospital birth over a birthing centre and also a home birth. I do have all of those options available to me, even though I am counted as a high risk consultant case as a general thing throughout pregnancy, purely because I tick an age box, but because all of my other ducks are in a row, I do have those options available. But I've chosen a hospital because then I don't need to be transferred from anywhere should there need to be a change of plan. I've just decided to just get straight there and just get it done in hospital. So I'll be passing these notes over to the hospital when I arrive, and I've basically outlined that I know the baby's gender so that they don't need to worry about accidentally telling me. I've outlined that my birthing partner is Darren, he's my husband and also the baby's father. And then I've described my environment, and it's basically just a line for each one that just gives someone the gist of what I'm kind of aiming for. So my environment is calm, as few people as possible. I really just want leaving alone to get on with it. I'll probably just shout them when the baby arrives. That would be my preference. I just don't respond very well to a lot of people, a lot of fuss. I'm very low key and I just like to get my head down and crack on. So I've got a note for low lighting when practical, and that I would use a yoga ball, and I'm also going for a birthing pool if there's one available. In terms of pain management, I will be starting all of my hypnobirthing cues, which I'll probably have a chat to you guys at some point. That I think has just been absolutely brilliant and given me a lot of confidence and kind of just having that plan in my mind from knowing hypnobirthing technique. Yeah, I would really encourage anybody who is pregnant to give that a little look. I've also got a massage on here, which Darren has offered. So he can kind of help with making me feel a little bit better via massage, which I am not going to turn down. And I'll also accept gas and air. Now, I'm totally open to other pain relief methods. I haven't ruled anything out. I just have a preference that I will ask for pain relief, and I don't really want to be just offered it by default. So I will ask them if I feel like I'm at the point where I can't cope anymore, and I'm open to hitting the top of my pain threshold. It's too much to go any further without a little bit of help, and then see what the options are available then. So that's my plan in terms of pain relief. I'll probably be that person at the front of the queue crying for it, but I'm gonna see how I get on and how much I can do by myself. I've also noted any drug allergies down here, which is very important. I know it's on your notes, but I have had a couple of instances in the past where it's just been missed because people are busy. My notes under labour and birth, I am actively trying to avoid having a C-section. I absolutely don't want to have a C-section for this pregnancy without it being in an emergency situation. I know a lot of people do elect for a C-section, and C-sections do happen as a byproduct of something that might happen during your labour experience, but I don't want to be in a C-section situation unless I have to be, because I don't feel that it's right for me with this pregnancy. I've also asked for the rest and be thankful stage once I'm fully dilated. That's when labour slows down a little bit and it gives your uterus time to do its thing, and then it picks back up again. So I just wanted to make a little note that I'm happy to spend that extra time and it be a little bit of a slower rate of labour for that time, knowing that it will pick back up again. The heartbeat monitoring for the baby, I've gone for intermittent heartbeat monitoring because I don't want to be hooked up to the machine constantly, and my experience of heartbeat monitoring is that it comes in and out and you move and you're focusing on the machine, and I just think it just might distract me a little bit from enjoying my labour, or if I'm not enjoying it, getting on with my labour. So I've chosen that option. I've made a note to say that I want an active mobile labour in the birthing pool and on land, so that I can move around and change position, and just have that note to say that I am that person that will move around, and I think that would really help me to get through things. Also, I've worked quite hard on tear prevention, so I would like to listen to my body's urges to push rather than being sort of coached through them, or encouraged to sort of push quickly to get baby out maybe, if I don't feel like my body's quite there yet. So that's important for me to listen to my body. I think basically all of this is to encourage things to happen as naturally as possible and to let my body do its thing unless there needs to be an intervention. Speaking of which, I prefer not to have the kind of routine water breaking or any sort of augmentation during labour unless it's absolutely necessary. And I totally accept that if I'm in labour for a week and things are very slow and there's any risk to myself and baby, that I need to change those decisions. But I just kind of want it out there in black and white that I'm not just there to sign up for everything. I just want to see how I go, let my body understand what it's doing and give me those cues. And hopefully, I'm a big believer in your body doing what it needs to do when it needs to do it. So if my body's capable of doing that and understanding the process and getting on with it by itself, I just prefer that option. And if my body won't do it, then I'm open to trying things. So I've asked for no routine acceleration in basic terms. And then after baby's born, I would like to have immediate skin to skin, which is pretty standard. And I'm going to go for delayed cord clamping just because I read the science behind it and I thought it was really interesting and something really worthwhile doing for the baby. And I'm going to ask for delayed cord clamping to be cut by Darren, which will be really nice for him. It's his first moment of meeting his baby. I've been connected to her the whole of this pregnancy, and I just think it would be just a really nice monumental thing that he helps to bring her into the world and he cuts the cord to start our family life together where she's not solely attached to me. So he'll be doing that once the placenta has been delivered, I hope. And I've also put a note to say, if there's an emergency for baby, I will move with baby rather than having to cut the cord. So that's also an option that's available to you. So I have gone for that. Just another quick battery change. These little cameras, they just have no battery. So the last thing, and I was so close to finishing, wasn't I? Being in a warm, dark environment for something that is referred to as an undisturbed golden hour. And this is something that I learned about from a lady in my mum's group called Sarah. And she is very specific about her birth plan, and she's very well read and knows lots of things and has lots of resources to share with people who are making decisions about things. And she's very much encouraged me to read about lots of topics that I might not have if I hadn't have met her. So this is a undisturbed golden hour, and it's where they don't wipe or clean baby, they don't weigh, do the vitamin K injection until after you've had that undisturbed golden hour. And it's just basically an hour of family time where it's skin on skin, you bond with the baby, all those original smells and that loveliness is still all there, and you just have that important hour just to welcome the baby into the world in the kind of what I think is just optimum conditions, if it works out for you that can happen. So I've put that down as something that I would like to do if the option's available. So yeah, as I was saying at the beginning, I think it's just so nice to go in with my eyes wide open, to know that I can ask for those things and not to just sort of go along in a kind of clinical environment and just have the baby and it not being everything that it could be if I hadn't have done my homework. So I totally get that people go in and they freestyle and it really, really works for them. But I think just for this pregnancy, I'm only going to do it once. I just wanted to research and understand what will be happening and what my options are, just so that I can just get the most out of this experience. And when I say I'm excited for birth, I am so excited. I keep saying I'm not in a hurry. I said earlier that I don't feel ready yet because I'm such a busy person and my schedule's always so full, and I've got this time before baby comes where all of my close people are coming to visit and they want to see me because they don't want to intrude when baby's here. So they just kind of want to catch up with me whilst I'm out and about doing things, and then come back, you know, when the baby's sort of ready for visitors and things. So it's just such a lovely time to catch up with people. The weather's coming nicer. I can get through my work and all of the kind of consents things that I've got going on for the house and the bits and bobs of work that we've got going on at the moment. So yeah, I'm just ready for when she's ready, I'm gonna say. Anyway, I think this vlog has probably been long enough by now. I am gonna see you guys in the next one. Give me a thumbs up and a subscribe if you are enjoying these. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.